Brooklyn Independent Television.
Destination Red Hook, we got what you need. I think, you know, it has a lot to do with why I've stayed here. Red Hook is a really unique part of New York because it is so isolated. It's a peninsula. There's no subway service. It has some challenges by that isolation also, and it also has the largest housing project in the city. Dance Theatre Etcetera evolved out of my work as a site-specific choreographer. In the late 80s, 90s, I was mostly focusing on the creation of large-scale site-specific events that used both local community members and professional artists as cast members. They were created as a way to let a performance give voice to a community issue of some kind. So I visited Red Hook at that point. Red Hook was economically very disadvantaged, even more so than today. Most of the shops had closed. The businesses had all left. And the waterfront was basically empty because the shipping industry had left. It was beautiful also as a site choreographer. When something is sort of abandoned and echoes with history, it's very appealing. So I met the developer, and he's a very smart man who sees the value of working with artists in terms of improving the public perception of a place. So the organization has evolved from being basically a dance company or a dance presenting organization to more now of a community-based organization.
Oftentimes when things are community-based, they sort of get a negative reputation. You know, it's like, oh, you're doing theater and it's not professional, well then it must be a hobby or it must not be real. And I started thinking about that hierarchy, and that bothered me. It really opened my eyes to finding out folks who do community-based art, who practice theater and storytelling in vital ways.
We do a lot of work in local schools here in Red Hook and around the city. And sort of the hallmark of our programs are trying to use the arts for social change.
We got a great day. We're going to have kayaking over there pretty soon, and a lot of good community partners are going to be down here. We got some dancers warming up over there. Great day of performances.
The Red Hook Waterfront Arts Festival is 16 years old now, and the festival is really a celebration of the community, of the young people in the community, and now we have young people from all around the city who come to perform. So for us it's a way for young people to share the stage with professional artists and to be mentored in a certain way and see different kinds of work.
The Red Hook Festival is such a wonderful event to bring the kids outside to really feel the nature as dancing in a completely different genre, and it's very diverse culturally, which is a great asset to our community. We're going to be performing twice. We're going to perform an African dance, Morocco Dome, and our 8 elements of energy, which is our signature piece.
I like the dancing, and I like the fact that it's a student-ran company, so it prepares us for the real world. So when hopefully one day we have our own company, we know how to run a company, and we know how to manage with other people.
Okay, being artistic director, you have to get voted in from the previous exec board members. So I was voted in from the previous artistic director and the secretary and all those members. And artistic director, you have to watch over the company, make sure everything is run smoothly. Like Josephine and I, we work together hand in hand.
My name is Miriam Sappho, and I'm a costume advisor. Usually I organize and design and make purchase orders as far as costumes for approximately 65 members in the company. That's a lot of work.
The most challenging thing for me in a company is being able to make sure everyone's on the same page. Communication is very important in a company. Without communication, then there's no organization, there's no structure. So making sure everyone's aware of what's going on and knows how to work with each other and respect each other is very, very important.
How do you take a location that has its own story and really validate that location and think about how you're entering into that community and how you're exiting and what you're leaving that community with, and how do you support that?
We use these large-scale performances, very consciously, as a means to sort of turn the spotlight on the community, give the mic to the community, because the media were always portraying Red Hook as dangerous, crime-ridden, stereotyping the residents here. So let the community be able to shape the story. And that was sort of what I saw my role as an artist in doing, is creating a vehicle or a vessel, a spectacle that would get press attention, but give control of it to the local residents who were part of the project.
Well, we've been here for 16 years, and there's more to come. So be here next year and the year after that and the year after that.
Brooklyn Independent Television on the BCAT TV network.